But first, on a more serious subject to Florida and the search for 5-year-old Haleigh Cummings. In a moment, we're going to speak exclusively with the girlfriend of that little girl's father, the last person to see Haleigh before she disappeared, as well as her grandmother. But first, the latest details from NBC's Michelle Kaczynski. Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt. I asked the sheriff, are there still no suspects, no persons of interest here? And he would say only that no one's been excluded. Now, inevitably, there's going to be some scrutiny on the last person known to have seen Haleigh, the father's girlfriend. Police said they've talked to her many times, but yesterday interviewed her again.
Ain't nobody okay.
The police and the public have many questions for 17-year-old Misty Croslin, and she is adamant.
I put her to bed, and about 8 o'clock, and I woke up, and she was gone. And the back door was wide open. And the last time I seen her was when I put her to bed.
Misty has been dating Haleigh's 25-year-old father for about 6 months. She says she loves his children like they're her own. She's been living with them, sleeping beside them, caring for them while Ronald Cummings works. He has stood by her.
I don't have any suspicions of anybody. Anybody could have done anything. I don't know what's what. Obviously, if I knew what was going on, I'd have my daughter.
Both have taken lie detector tests. Both say they passed. Still, police keep questioning them. Investigators say they got a tip that Misty was not at home when she said she was, and this week announced that Haleigh was not wearing the pink shirt that Misty described. Well, Misty says that's simply because this week, when police brought her back to the home, she was the one who found that same pink shirt, left in a pile of laundry, she says, by the back door. Misty insists that was what Haleigh wore to bed that night. So did someone who may have taken Haleigh leave that shirt behind? Police have also questioned Misty's cousin in Tennessee, who had visited just before Haleigh disappeared, the same state where one tipster said they spotted a little girl who looked like Haleigh. And here, police arrested a sexual predator living within a mile of Haleigh for violating his curfew, but say it's not connected to this case.
We've had over 1,300 tips to this point.
So many places to look, but no Haleigh.
It's not something that you just take and say it's mine or whatever. This is my daughter. This is blood, and I would like to have my daughter back, please. Please bring my daughter home.
It's been reported that there might have been some inconsistencies in what Misty Croslin said publicly about the night Haleigh disappeared, but it's really not clear that there were inconsistencies. Police won't address it. Misty insists she was home all night. Matt?
Michelle Kaczynski, thank you very much. Let's talk exclusively now with Misty Croslin. She's in Satsuma, Florida, along with Ronald Cummings' mother, Teresa Neves. Good morning to both of you, ladies.
Good morning.
Misty, let me start with you. I know you were brought in for questioning by the police yesterday. Can you give me some idea of the things they wanted to ask you?
They just wanted to go over some stuff with me. Pretty much the same thing that they have been going over with me.
They have received, from what we understand, over 1,300 tips since Haleigh disappeared, and one of those tips said this. It said that you were not, contrary to prior reports, that you were not home at the time that Haleigh disappeared. Could you respond to that for me, please, Misty?
I was home. I was home. I don't know where anybody come with. I wasn't home. I was home.
There are also some concerns, Misty, that perhaps some time passed between the time that you realized Haleigh was missing and the time that the police were called at 3 in the morning. Can you talk about that course of events for me?
I looked at the clock and I seen 3. I don't know. I didn't see the minutes. I just seen 3. After I looked around the house, called her name, I was on the phone with the cops.
So no long period of time passed between the time you realized that Haleigh was missing and when Ronald came home and you called police?
No, it was not a long period of time at all.
There's this other situation here that apparently when Haleigh was first reported missing, you said she was wearing a pink shirt, and you have now said that no, in fact, she was not wearing that pink shirt, and I believe that pink shirt was actually found at your home. Can you explain that discrepancy for me?
I was in the house with the detectives. They were showing me, had me go back in the house to show them some stuff, and I was looking by the dirty clothes for the clothes that she was wearing earlier that day for school, and I found that shirt and I showed the detectives. If I was hiding something, why would I show the cops the shirt?
There's another tip that the police received that said that a girl looking like Haleigh was spotted in Tennessee, and we now know that you have a relative in Tennessee, and I believe the police have questioned that person. Do you have any reason to believe that that relative of yours has anything to do with the disappearance of Haleigh?
I really don't know. I don't know if he did or not.
Well, that's an interesting way to answer the question. I think a lot of people might say, no, I'm positive that person had nothing to do with Haleigh. You're not quite sure?
I'm not quite sure at all, no.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that person?
He's a criminal, pretty much. He's been in trouble his whole life. I don't trust him. No, I don't.
Have you spoken to him?
I don't trust him. I haven't spoken to him since he's left, no.
Teresa, let me bring you in here. You've described that Misty's relationship with Haleigh as loving. What was your reaction, first of all, when she was brought in for further questioning by the police?
I am completely comfortable with that. I want the detectives to find my granddaughter. I do not care who they question or how many times they question them. We are all available for questioning. All we want is for Haleigh to come home.
What do you think happened to Haleigh, Teresa?
I think somebody came in that house and took her. Who that was, I do not know. Why they took her, I don't know. But I do believe that somebody came in that house and took her.
Are you still hopeful that she'll be found alive?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All we have is hope and prayer.
Teresa Nevis and Misty Croslin, thank you both for joining us this morning. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.